What is good, Grind to Shine Recovery? Guys, you know I talk about a lot of things that I'm interested in, so we're going to get into this. Y'all weirdos, leave Ryan Upchurch alone. That man puts out plenty of content, pushes, grinds, is a great example of the American dream. It's still possible to achieve. So, you weirdos need to leave my boy alone. You're messing it up for the rest of the fans. Have enough respect. Leave this man's home alone. Leave his private life out of this. Be glad he pushes the content he pushes. Now, we're going to talk about, my thoughts on this. First of all, we're going to put a clip in here and let you check out. So apparently, two weirdos showed up at his house.
It is 2:48 in the morning. I haven't got to eat today until about 30 minutes ago. I ate a Hot Pocket. My old lady's already asleep. I ain't getting nothing done for myself today. It's Monday. I had a lot of shit to do. And I ain't get to do shit today. Because my life has gotten so fucking crazy and weird. So this morning, at like 6 o'clock, a guy with a fucking duffel bag in the dark, in the rain, walks down my driveway. My security guards meet the guy in the driveway. They're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, well, I was told to come here from the Cheatham County digger guy that came to Upchurch's house. He said to come here and I can dig metal detect. But the Cheatham County digger dude is my friend and he hasn't been to my house to metal detect in years." So my guards look at this guy and they're like, they said, "No, it's pouring down rain, it's dark, and it's fucking 6 in the morning. No." He goes to the end of the driveway.
Leave him alone.
He sits down. And then my guards go back down there and are like, "No, you have to leave all the way, leave." So the dude goes to leave, okay? Well, one of my neighbors this morning tells me they seen the guy. But when they pulled in their driveway and then pulled back out to go back down the road, the dude was gone. Where the fuck could he have went? In the fucking woods. My security team tells me about this. I go to my house. I ask for details. I get the details. So I'm like, okay, well, if I dipped off into the woods, I would be at this location, disclosed location, obviously. But it was a barn. I go to the barn where I would hide at. I get down there. My barn is fucking destroyed. Well, somebody had a fire recently because you can grab this and break it open and it's dry on the inside. Somebody smoked a cigarette here recently. Ripped my rebel flag down and my American flag. You can see they ripped it off. Had enough time to re-hang it with some wire. Ripped down my hammock. Looks like they're sleeping on that.
Weirdo. Straight weirdo.
I have a hatchet missing. All my drinks out of my cooler's missing. Here's the Mountain Dews they were drinking. I guess sleeping right there. Sleeping with this. This motherfucker was stuck into the side of the whatchamacallit. My guess is they're sleeping right there.
This man.
Had a fire right there.
The Creek Squad.
Drank all this shit and slept with that to make sure they were alright.
Bro, hope you get to come to Cincinnati next year.
And I was like, okay, what the fuck? There's definitely a dude in these woods.
Had to cancel that show.
So I went up to my YouTube room at the ranch. I put my bulletproof vest on.
If you get to tour.
I grabbed some extra bullets.
Just leave you hell alone.
And I go down in the woods and I look for this motherfucker. If you're on my property right now, you better start running like 10 minutes ago.
Love it. Stay up, church.
To the guy who showed up here this morning, if you're anywhere near my property, yeah.
Now, as you can see, this poor man pushes content, grinds constantly, and he's got these weirdos showing up at his house, man. Y'all leave him alone. Look, I'm a huge fan of Ryan. Love, what he promotes, even though he's pretty much, I ain't gonna say shadow banned, but we all know the algorithm tries to hold him and Calhoun back because their political views, which is completely wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a proud patriot these days. Never thought I'd see a day where, you know, people would try to spin that as a negative thing. Man, this just makes me sick. Ryan, you got a lot of fans who would love to run up on these fools for you. These guys need to leave you alone. The weirdos, you got to stop it, man. It looks very, very suspect of, just looks suspect, man. I don't know if you got a crush on my boy or what, but I'm a huge fan. You guys got to leave him alone, man. He has every right to live his life. Ryan puts a lot of content out there to let people see kind of inside his life. Been following him for 4 years, man. And, you know, I've even went back to look back to where he was still, you know, living in a trailer when he first started off grinding the music. And, man, you know, I just love it. I love seeing that this young man is able to, you know, be so successful with just, you know, social media. He's 100% independent. He's got hit rock albums, hit country albums, hit rap albums. This dude is, I mean, by far, I've even said he is a better musician than Shady. I know I'll get some comments that think I'm crazy. If you want to talk about musician, hands down, he's a better musician. I'm not saying rapper. I think he's on the same level. That's my opinion. But, you know, and that's coming from somebody who grew up on Tupac, Snoop, and you know, I grew up in the 90s, 80s too, but I grew up, you know, really jamming rap in the 90s, and I'm telling you, Ryan Upchurch is so witty. It's just crazy. You know, like Screw tried to come at him. You know, I love that one lyric in one of his Screw disses, you know, Boom Howard got you flabbergasted. I mean, this guy is just so witty with how he handles people who try to diss him. Just, it's crazy, man. Church, I'm sorry you have to deal with the craziness, man. You got a lot of loyal fans who respect you, would never show up at your house, just would be glad to see you get on tour and have to quit dealing with this BS, man. So, wanted to make this video to show my support for you, man. Like I said, you even, I'm probably 10 years older than you, man, but you make me realize if my grind's hard enough, I could achieve anything. Seeing what you've done, there is no way Eminem could have made it rapping about fighting chickens and coming out being 100% independent. Let's be honest, without Dre, would there even be an Eminem? Would Eminem have ever, it wouldn't have happened. Now that said, no, Eminem is, you know, he's the GOAT, you know, right now he is the GOAT, and that's the fact of the matter. But as far as musicians, this boy has got him beat. I don't care, I'll argue with it in the comments all day. Now, I do believe he's on his level with the rap game too. Church, bro, I just hate that you had to go through that, man. So, keep your head up, keep grinding. We love the content, bro. Stay up. For everybody who's following my channel, you know what we're about. Anyone struggling with addiction, get at me in the comments. I will gladly find you help and assistance in your area. That's what we're about on here, helping people, paying it forward. Recovery's possible, guys. I just found out today my court date got pushed back from the 30th to the 5th. You know what? I know I got some time hanging over my head. I'm going to have to go do 30 days. Good thing is, I'm sober. I'm able to pay my bills. I'm able to come home, keep my place and all that. And I'm in a spot financially to where I can even have some money on the books, which for me, any other bit I've done, never was able to do that. It's crazy I have to go back in after being out for almost a decade. But it is what it is. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to let people know in there recovery's possible. It's all about what you want to do with yourself, man. So, everybody keep grinding.